Hello students, we are at Margin Biologics doing some fun activities based on your NCERT biology syllabus. So for today's topic, I have selected the process of exosmosis and endosmosis. Quite difficult words, but I will try to explain those words throughout a simple experiment that we can do with the items that are found in our house. So let's get started. So for first phase of my experiment, I have taken some dry resins. These resins I will put in two solutions. That one of the solution will contain only tap water and the another solution will have sugar plus tap water. The sugar plus tap water one we will call hypertonic solution, and the normal tap water we will call hypotonic solution. So in these two Petri plates I have taken hypertonic solution, that is sugar plus tap water, and in this one I have taken only tap water. Now I will put these resins in the respective plate and keep it there. After that I will move to my second part of experiment. In this beaker I have taken some amount of vinegar which is normally found in any grocery stores near you, and this is a normal medium size egg. Before putting it into vinegar, I have measured it and it weighs approximately 45 gram. Now when I put this egg into this vinegar beaker, the egg will show some bubbles. Let us see those bubbles. As you can see, the beaker has some instant bubble after adding the egg into the vinegar. So science behind these bubbles are the egg shell will contain calcium carbonate and the vinegar is an acid, that is acetic acid. When acetic acid reacts with calcium carbonate, it will release carbon dioxide, and this beaker is showing is the carbon dioxide released. So now according to the experiment, this setup will have to incubate for 24 hours or overnight. For that I have already prepared 2 overnight incubated eggs in vinegar. As you can see, this I have put in vinegar before 24 hours, and after 24 hours I will show you the condition of these eggs. So this is the one egg that I have just put in vinegar, and this one is like 24 incubated in vinegar. As you can see, this eggshell is quite hard, but this one is very much fluffy. As I can press it, but I cannot press this one. So this is the vinegar bottle that I have kept this egg right now, and these are like I have incubated for 24 hours. You can see this egg is very hard, the eggshell is very hard, but in this case the eggshell is very soft. So this is because of the reaction of acetic acid that is present in vinegar and the calcium carbonate crystals that are present in the eggshell. The acetic acid that is present in the vinegar will dissolve the calcium carbonate that is present in the eggshell, and that will release some carbon dioxide gas. And if you see this beaker carefully, there are some water bubbles in this beaker, and these are the carbon dioxide gas releases in that process. And now I will continue my experiment with these 24 hours incubated eggs. As you can see, both the eggs are really soft because of that vinegar and acetic acid and calcium carbonate reaction. Now I will make another solution in this beaker. In these two beakers, I have taken tap water and tap water. In this tap water I will not add anything, this is just normal tap water. But in this beaker I will add some amount of sugar to make it hypertonic solution, and mix it really well so that all the sugar molecule will dissolve in the water. I have continuously said the word solution. What are solutions? Solutions are made up of two parts. One is solute, that are something solid, and one is solvent, that is something liquid. In our case, the sugar is the solute and the tap water is solvent. In many cases it may differ according to the reaction or according to need. We can use different type of solute and different type of solvent. So After mixing it really well, we get this hypertonic solution. Now why this is hypertonic and this is hypotonic? So hypertonic means here solute amount of solute is more than the amount of solvent, that is the solid things are more than the liquid part. But in this beaker we haven't added anything, it has only tap water, and tap water have some minerals, but those are not in that much amount that it will overcome the amount of liquid in it, that is it will overcome the water in it. So here the amount of solid is less and amount of solvent, that is liquid, is more, so it is hypotonic. And here amount of solid, that is the sugar, is more, and the amount of liquid, that is solvent, is very less, so it is hypertonic. So I have labeled these two as 1 and 2. So my hypertonic solution is beaker number 1 and hypotonic solution is beaker number 2. So before proceeding with my experiment, I will measure these two eggs in my weighing balance. So before I have measured these eggs before starting the experiment, and it was about 44 to 46 grams. But after 24 hours of incubation in vinegar, the egg will weigh slightly more than that. It will weigh around 66 and 65 gram. So the increase of weight is because of osmosis, a process in which the solvent part of a solution, that is the liquid part of a solution, will diffuse, that means enter through the semi-permeable membrane inside a cell. Now what is semi-permeable membrane? So semi-permeable membranes are membrane that will allow entry of certain ions or molecules, but it will resist the another molecules or another ions. One best example of semi-permeable membrane is the lipid bilayer that is present in every cell wall. Now I will put both the egg, one in the hypotonic solution and another very carefully to the hypertonic solution. After dipping it in both hypertonic and hypotonic solution, I will keep these beakers at incubation for about 8 hours and measure the weight again and compare it with the original raw egg we have taken in this experiment. If you have remembered, we have kept 2 plates of raisins just before the experiment have started. So in this plate we have taken a hypertonic solution, and this plate we have taken a hypotonic solution, that is tap water, and in this plate we have taken sugar plus tap water. So now as you can see, in this hypertonic solution plate the raisins have shrink, but in this that contain hypotonic solution, that is only tap water, the raisins have swollen. This is example of exo-osmosis and endosmosis. Now this plate has hypertonic solution and this beaker also has hypertonic solution. This plate has hypotonic solution and this beaker has hypotonic solution. As we can see that in the raisins that in hypertonic solution have shrink. Same will happen with this egg also after we measure it after 8 hours. So I will explain the principle behind it. The raisin and the egg will shrink because we have put this with semi-permeable membrane in a solution that is hypertonic. As I have told you earlier, hypertonic solution have more solids in it and less solvent, that is less liquid. And in the process of osmosis, water will always travel from higher concentration to lower concentration. So here in the egg or in the raisins, they have higher concentration of water than the surrounding media, that is surrounding solution, because they have more solids than liquid. So this hypotonic solution will have more liquid and less solid, so more liquid concentration will travel through the semi-permeable membrane from outside to inside the cell, and this is known as endothermic. So I will remember the prefixes of the words. Endo means inside the cell and exo means outside the cell. In hypertonic solution it will always be exo-osmosis reaction, and in hypotonic solution it will always be endo-osmosis reaction. that is inside the cell, liquid will enter through semi-permeable membrane, and in exosmosis liquid will leave the cell to the solution because the solution have less amount of liquid in it. So this is simply explained process of exosmosis and endosmosis. And as I have told you, osmosis will only happen when there is a semi-permeable membrane. So the vinegar and egg cell reaction will take place just to make the egg cell semi-permeable, so that water can enter or leave the cell. Now you may have asked why we are taking these such big eggs, not the small. Are they not working in any other cells? These reactions, exosmosis and endosmosis, will take place in any cell that is present in our body. But we can't see the small cells with naked eyes, and in home we don't have any microscope. These are the eggs that we can see with our naked eyes, and we can perform the whole experiment very easily. So I hope you have understand the concept of osmosis, semi-permeable membrane, osmosis and exosmosis with these simple items that are found in home. I haven't used any fancy item. These are like normally found eggs, these are raisins, and in the hypertonic solution I have added only sugar, which is commonly present in our home. So I think you can try this experiment very easily at your home, and it is very helpful to understand the process of endosmosis, exosmosis, and all these fancy terms which are actually very easy to understand. I hope you have enjoyed the video. I am sure you can carry this out very easily with your friends and at home. So thank you so much for watching.